Well, time now for our Focus 50 Plus segment, and this week we are talking about Mother's Day, and Dr. George Schofield joins us.
Good morning.
So, George, how did Mother's Day originate?
Well, Mother's Day actually originated hundreds of years ago in Egypt and Greece and in Rome when they had female gods, and they looked to those goddesses to bless all kinds of fecundity and crops and children.
And then into America, it's a little bit more recent, of course.
Well, what really happened was Congress approved Mother's Day on the second Sunday in 1914.
All right.
Now, that was at a time women couldn't vote, own property, or do a whole variety of other things, and the big push was it was to honor mothers who had lost or were about to lose sons in wars.
So why has Mother's Day lasted this long, you think?
Well, mothers are very important to us. Let's face it.
Yes, they
you and I wouldn't be sitting here
That's right.
without mothers.
Yes.
However, I think the real important thing to remember is we've seen a tremendous amount of change. Mothers are important, but they're now breadwinners, heads of household, professionals. They do all kinds of things that they wouldn't have been expected to do less than 100 years ago. And they can vote. Yay.
Absolutely. Yay for moms. So this is the question everybody wants to know. We hear it every year. What do mothers really want on their big day?
So I've been conducting a poll in my neighborhood.
All right.
And I got a whole variety of answers. But the real answer I got was sincere, thoughtful appreciation. So I will give you an example out of my own life. A lot of us over 50 have elderly parents, or our parents are gone. In my case, my mother is gone. So a number of years ago, on the anniversary of my mother's death, I got my sons and their families together because I wanted to put on a party for my mother.
Sure.
And it wasn't morbid at all, but we just exchanged stories about my mother. And what I was so struck by, and this is the kind of appreciation I think that mothers want, is I noticed that the men at the table, my sons and I, and one of the godfathers, were handing babies around while the women were chatting. And I all of a sudden realized that was my mother's legacy to us, that we were comfortable with babies, that it was very much a shared role with our wives, and that was a kind of Mother's Day which can be distributed across the year.
Yeah, all year long you can do that. And George, great information. Happy Mother's Day for all the mothers out there.
To all the mothers out there.
And you can go to georgeschofield.com for more information, and you are back with us next week.
I am back. I'm on the road next week, but I'll be back shortly thereafter.
All right, excellent. We will see you. Looking forward to that, of course. And don't go anywhere because we have a look at what's trending up next.